Hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, one man has died and another is behind bars in Bradenton following a fatal shooting. Deputies say Roger Clinton and Terrence Gordon were arguing Saturday before Gordon left and came back with a shotgun, firing and hitting Clinton before leaving the scene on foot. Deputies tracked down Gordon around 2 in the afternoon and charged him with second-degree murder. Clinton died at the scene. A collision in Venice has proved fatal for one motorcyclist. It happened near Overbrook Road on State Road 776 on Saturday. Troopers say the driver of a Ford Edge made an improper U-turn, hitting Christopher Fulgram on his motorcycle. Fulgram was ejected from the cycle and taken to Venice Regional Bayfront Hospital, where he later died from his injuries. The driver of the Ford was cited for an improper U-turn. A new study showing the affordable housing crisis here on the Sun Coast is affecting more than half of the local renters, ranking the Sarasota-Bradenton area 81st in affordability among the country's top 100 metro areas. ABC 7's Kate Flexter joins us with more on what renters are experiencing here on the Sun Coast. Kate?
Well, Adam, in Sarasota, the recent boom in new housing is obvious. But for a silent majority, it's not the answer to their personal housing crisis.
When they moved to Sarasota, J. Michael Goodwin and William Westfall found it nearly impossible to find an affordable place to live.
Where are we going to move to? How are we going to do this? What are we going to do to make it?
They searched for 7 months.
We looked online for apartments here and they're like 9, 8, and that's not doable.
All the while living in a hotel.
It was very depressing because not a lot of hotels are nice, not a lot of nice things happen there. It was depressing, paying weekly.
That weekly cost was $637, and in 7 months they paid almost $13,000 just in hotel fees. The issue, they say, there simply wasn't any affordable housing.
As you're driving down US 41 and there's people begging, and right around the corner they're building, $2,400 a month condos.
And that's a common complaint. A new study from ApartmentList.com finds more than 50% of renters in the Sarasota-Bradenton area were cost-burdened in 2015.
I see a lot of nice houses in this area and, hotels and nice restaurants, but not a lot of housing for poor people to help them step up.
Finally, after months of searching, they found Oak Ridge Apartments on Tamiami Trail, where property manager Tobin Page has an ever-growing stack of applications.
15 to 20 phone calls a day, 5 to 10 people walking in a day, 10 to 15 messages a day.
Many of them, Page says, still recovering from the 2008 recession.
That's a lot of the people that I see trying to come in the door, and they just don't have the resources anymore.
Page says the only solution to the crisis is providing those resources, giving people a leg up to change their situation.
Make it more available to them so that they can recover financially, save a little cash, maybe get into a place where they have a mortgage, so they're building wealth as opposed to just, paying rent.
And to our north, Tampa is also on that list of cities struggling with affordability. Adam?
All right, thank you very much, Kate. Well, we hope you've been enjoying this nice, warm winter weather we've been having. Let's head over to Wendy Ross to find out if it's going to last. Wendy?
I'll tell you, Adam, it's one of the reasons people want to be here, because this is the kind of weather we experience today. And keep in mind, Wednesday is the first day of winter, and we are seeing temperatures in the low 80s for us, low to mid 80s for some places. And we saw lots and lots of sunshine throughout the day. This is being taken east of town, and you can see that we do have mostly fair skies, and then as evening descends, we're starting to see some of those foggy conditions begin to make their way on in. 77 degrees for us right now, dew point and humidity right up there. Those winds coming in out of the south helping to make it very warm and muggy as well. We do have a cold front. It's starting to move down across the southeastern part of the country, and we're going to let you know what that cold front is going to be doing for our weather. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Adam?
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. At least 18 Cuban migrants appeared on the shore near Elliott Key in Florida on Thursday, and today 3 more groups also landing in the Florida Keys. Monroe County deputies say 51 Cuban migrants landed in the Florida Keys this morning between 5 and 8 a.m. Under the so-called federal wet foot, dry foot policy, Cubans who reach U.S. soil are generally allowed to stay, while those intercepted at sea are usually sent back to the country. The U.S. Coast Guard says they say that fears about that policy potentially ending have caused a surge in the number of Cuban migrants. Still to come here on ABC 7, online shopping may take a hit for one popular website as delivery pilots complain about poor working conditions. Plus, rebel forces in Syria set buses ablaze in an effort to stall evacuation missions for the refugees.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our determination, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better reader.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
On your TV, on your computer, on your camera, on your smartphone, on your Apple Watch. And now you can get ABC 7, your Suncoast News on Fire TV. Just go to mysuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab for a list of fast and free downloads that deliver ABC 7, your Suncoast News on the go.
The year is winding down, and that means big savings during the Big Finish event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the comfort you'd expect in a luxury vehicle. And right now, all 2016 quad cabs are over 20% off, with new Ram trucks starting at just $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on a pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Could Amazon be experiencing some holiday turbulence? Well, a pilots union says poor working conditions may cause packages to arrive late. However, the retail giant is disputing that claim. ABC's Adrian Bankert has the details.
Millions of Amazon customers who rely on the company's 2-day Prime delivery getting a startling warning of what some claim is a possible holiday doomsday scenario.
We want all the young kids out there that are expecting presents during the holiday season to make sure that they get their presents on time.
Pilots for the online shopping giant's Prime Air service using the company's trademark review format to give a 1-star rating to their pilots union contract, writing, "At this rate, there may not be enough pilots to deliver for Amazon around the holidays."
The airlines are so undermanned due to us not having an industry standard contract.
In a written statement to ABC News, Amazon reassuring shoppers, saying it can promise no disruptions through the busy holiday season after rebalancing across a network of other air delivery services. The pilots union taking a severe new swing in its ongoing feud with Amazon and their airlines. In November, disgruntled workers employed by ABX Air walking off the job. A judge quickly ordering them back to work, writing in his ruling, "Imagine Christmas without Amazon."
The court determined in this particular case that what the pilots were disputing was a quote-unquote minor dispute.
According to Amazon's website, if you are not a Prime member and will be using standard shipping, the cutoff date for your package to arrive on Christmas Eve is tomorrow. Well, there's outrage in Arkansas after a case of possible road rage turns deadly. Police say a 3-year-old boy was being taken on a shopping trip by his grandmother when a driver opened fire on the grandmother's car because he thought she, quote, wasn't moving fast enough. The boy was struck by gunfire at least once, and the uninjured grandmother drove away and called police from a shopping center.
This is the second time in less than a month that an infant child has been shot while traveling in a vehicle in our city. As you can probably understand, that's very, very frustrating to our police agency.
Police have now issued a manhunt for the suspect involved. With just 33 days until inauguration, President Obama and Donald Trump finding themselves on opposite sides of an important international controversy, Russian hacking. ABC's Mary Bruce reports.
The current and future leaders of the United States facing off on foreign affairs.
It's called America First.
Donald Trump spent his weekend wrapping up his thank you tour, notably absent any talk of Russian hacking in the U.S. election.
Not much happens in Russia without Vladimir Putin.
U.S. officials tell ABC News the evidence of the hack is compelling and getting stronger. Cybersecurity experts found the stolen emails were sent to an internet address used by Russians in other attacks, and the CIA has shared with other agencies highly classified information from inside the Kremlin itself that indicates Vladimir Putin was directly involved.
Unless the American people genuinely think that the CIA, the FBI, are less trustworthy than the Russians, then people should pay attention to what our intelligence agencies say.
Trump has repeatedly refused to accept Russia's involvement.
If there is this conclusive opinion among all of these intelligence agencies, then they should issue a report or they should stand in front of a camera and make the case.
President Obama said he addressed the hacking with Putin back in September.
Talk to him directly and tell him to cut it out, and there were going to be some serious consequences if he didn't.
Obama says that warning stopped future attacks, but the current head of the DNC disagrees.
No, they did not stop. They came after us absolutely every day until the end of the election.
The president has promised retaliation against Russia, but refused to say what it would be. Mary Bruce, ABC News, Washington.
The Electoral College is expected to make Trump's win official tomorrow when electors cast their ballots. Evacuation efforts for Syrian refugees were stalled today as insurgents torched 6 buses assigned to help those efforts. This video shot on a phone is believed to show one of those burning buses. The buses were empty, set to help evacuate over 2,000 sick and wounded Syrians from 2 villages overtaken by rebel forces. The roadblock comes in the midst of negotiations for a deal to evacuate thousands more still trapped in the formerly rebel-controlled city of Aleppo. Recent convoys out of the city have been facing rebel attacks. The UN will vote Monday on a resolution that would provide monitored evacuations from Aleppo. A would-be robber near a South Florida mall was shot and killed today after pulling 2 guns on an Uber driver with a passenger in his car. It happened around 5:30 this morning. Police say a minivan cut off the driver and a robber emerged, pointing a gun. That's when the Uber driver pulled out his own handgun and fired, killing the robber. Police are tracking 2 others who were inside the minivan and sped away. The Uber driver had a concealed weapons permit, and neither the driver nor his passenger were injured. U.S. Senator Charles Schumer says the federal government needs to figure out why e-cigarette devices and batteries are exploding and hurting users. Today, the FDA identified over 60 explosions in 2015 and early 2016 related to the electronic smoking devices. Now, Schumer wants the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to figure out the problem, saying with any other product, quote, serious action would have been taken. The industry says e-cigarettes are safe when used properly. The FDA says it's reviewing e-cigarettes. And, beyond e-cigarettes, just tobacco in general, all dangerous.
It is dangerous. Anytime you put a foreign substance into your lungs, that's dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so.
Didn't they have lawsuits about this once upon a time?
It would appear now it's slightly more dangerous.
It's a lot more dangerous.
More.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you what was not dangerous. Was being outdoors today. It was pretty spectacular, wasn't it?
Yep.
And if you were down here visiting, because you're down from other places, at least north of the Florida-Georgia line, you really were in for a treat today because we had some pretty gorgeous weather. We got some rain showers later in the day. Most of those showers east of I-75 affecting the central part of our state. And you can see them. They're still there at this hour, but most of the activity is moving on up towards the north, and it's pretty much on the light side. Some heavier rains have been right along the spine of the state, but nothing affecting the coastline at this point. So if you were out doing some boating today, it was the perfect day to be outside. You can see most of those rain showers east of Wauchula and Arcadia, and they're moving straight on up towards the north. So today, we got up to a high of 84. We're supposed to be 73 this time of the year, but 84 was our high. Certainly not a record. That was set back in 1967 with a 90-degree reading. And right now it's 77 degrees. Dew point, humidity levels are high. Winds are coming in out of the south at around 7 miles per hour. And look at the temperatures around the state. We're seeing 50s in Pensacola, all the way down to Naples, reporting 84 degrees at this hour. And we're looking at very warm temperatures right here across our viewing area as well. So we've got temperatures mostly in the 70s, but we are looking at a couple of 80s right now. And temperatures are not going to cool off a whole lot, at least not over the next couple of days. So what we're looking at is this cold front. Behind the front is very cold weather. In advance of it, we are experiencing it. It's the warm stuff that's taking place all across the region. So this cold front comes all the way through to central Florida, and then it's going to stall out. And we may get a couple of showers that will pop up in advance of it. But for the most part, we're going to be seeing some fog developing once again. We've got the patchy fog for tonight, lingering through the morning hours tomorrow. The front stalls across central Florida, and then winter is on Wednesday. But we're still going to see those temperatures very close to that 80-degree mark. And as you can see, the rain showers are pretty much going to stay very scattered, very spotty across the region. We may get a couple of showers that move on in 3:30 in the morning on Monday. Here's the front coming on through, and that front just really not producing a whole lot. Certainly nothing in the way of cold weather. So we are not going to see any cold weather, at least not until the end of the year. So this is what we're looking at right now. The coldest weather is bottled up here across the northern plain states and down through the central part of the nation, and it's starting to filter on in. It just doesn't make its way here. So we've got the morning sea fog tomorrow morning if you're heading off to the beaches and you're doing your morning walk. We've got increasing clouds throughout the day with a temperature reading of about 80 degrees at the airport. Tonight it's areas of fog with mild temperatures, 70 degrees for the overnight low. We have that lingering morning fog as well. Temperatures will be in the low 80s once again. And this is what it looks like. Foggy weather through Tuesday, Wednesday, the first day of winter, and it's going to be 81 degrees. Adam.
Now, sports.
The only thing standing between the Dallas Cowboys and a division title tonight is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team on a 5-game winning streak, their longest in nearly 5 years. The key to the Bucs' recent success and a win in Dallas tonight is defense. They've allowed a league-low 12.8 points per game since Week 10 and forced multiple turnovers in each of those 5 games. Dallas quarterback Dak Prescott is coming off one of his worst performances during an otherwise stellar rookie campaign, only 165 yards passing and 2 interceptions against the Giants last week. With an 8-5 record, the Bucs are currently tied for the division lead and second in the wild card race. Kickoff is at 8:30 tonight in Arlington, Texas. Another Florida team fighting for their playoff lives may have uncovered a diamond in the rough. Miami's second-string quarterback Matt Moore turning in the best game of his career on Saturday night. His first start for the injured quarterback Ryan Tannehill. Moore threw for 236 yards and 4 touchdowns in the Dolphins' 34-13 rout of the New York Jets on Saturday night. After the game, he thanked his defense, who also had a big night, but couldn't help but show a little enthusiasm as well.
I'm fired up, man. It's a great feeling. We're definitely going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it and get ready to get back to work.
Thought his command, we took some shots too, and he hit them. Missed a couple that I know he wanted back, but kept his head, kept plugging along.
With 2 games left, the Dolphins have a 1-game lead in the final AFC wildcard spot. The University of Minnesota football boycott is over, but the anxiety may just be beginning for head coach Tracy Claeys. Claeys publicly backed his players who chose to boycott practice and possibly skip their upcoming bowl game if 10 players suspended in a sexual assault investigation were not reinstated. That protest ended Saturday without the reinstatement of those players, and now Claeys is admitting his position may have threatened his head coaching future at the university. Today, the school's president spoke highly of the players' message and decision to back down and made his first statement regarding Claeys' future.
Coaches are in a tough spot. They need to be supportive of their players. They also need to understand the priorities of the university, and Coach found himself in that tough spot. But he's our head football coach, and we'll move forward.
Claeys says his players believe their suspended teammates were denied due process and that it was, quote, pretty easy to support them despite the risk to his job. Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins' career will close with a bang, but not the one he was hoping for. In the 8th round of his light heavyweight title bout with Joe Smith, the champ sent Hopkins through the ropes and onto the floor. Hopkins had 20 seconds to return to the ring, but he could not stand without pain, and it forced a TKO. Hopkins was boxing's oldest champion ever back in 2013, but the 51-year-old hadn't fought in 2 years leading up to Saturday night and likely will never fight again professionally. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
The Jingle 5K is almost here. Get ready to spread your holiday cheer as you join our team of elves and jingle all the way through our 5K race course at Lakewood Ranch Main Street. Bring out the whole family for our holiday festivities and access to our huge post-race party. The Jingle 5K starts at 7 p.m. Thursday, December 22nd at Lakewood Ranch Main Street. Come on out to spread your holiday cheer at one of the most festive 5Ks of the year. The Jingle 5K!
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, performance and peace of mind. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALT has named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease a new Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
Today marked the 3rd annual Christmas party for local children in need, sponsored by the Blessing Bags Project, along with the help from organizations and individuals in the community. The event took place at the Swordfish Grill, Santa arriving in style by what else but a fishing boat.
You could do that on a day like today.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day for that over here today. Very nice. Santa arriving by boat. Lovely.
I know, it's just been beautiful outside. We've had some areas of fog, and certainly if you were going to the beach and doing a beach walk, you may even run into that once again tomorrow morning, so keep that in mind. But the temperatures are so warm, nobody's complaining.
Yeah, I mean,
When,
there's
isn't
something kind
it
of
fun
eerie
to
about
see
the fog,
snow?
though, sometimes,
Well,
you know?
Yeah.
And we like it.
Oh, we're going to see a polar plunge. This is
Polar
what other
plunge.
people
there
do.
There you go. More
Look
than
at
more than 1,000 people in Alaska stripping down on Saturday and jumping into freezing water. The fundraiser for Special Olympics Alaska bringing in over $300,000. The brave souls stepping into 32-degree water.
Oh.
You're not going to find that here either.
Oh.
The fundraiser has been held for the past 8 years and in total has raised over $2 million for the Special Olympics. Raising money's good. Jumping into that water, not so good.
Not so good.
I don't know about that.
Gosh,
I won't even go into our water right now.
I know, and it's only something like 71 degrees, and that's just a little too chilly for me.
Yeah, that's enough. That's my break off. We'll see you guys later tonight.